All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our team call. It's March 6th, and I am fresh back from Glam Getaway. So I'm so excited to share with all of you some of my takeaways and just what I'm really focusing on now that I'm back and setting up for March, which is really one of the best months of the year. Um, so for those of you who don't know, Glam really is a vacation. So it's not a training, it's not anything like that. We're not doing, any business except for we have one hour meeting where Jessica and Danielle and Kathleen give us some really like higher level glimpses into the vision and future and things that are like coming with the business that they're really excited about. And I can't share a ton of details because it's all kind of like under lock and key, but I will share a few highlights. And just my first of all overall impression is just that we are in good hands with our home office team. And I always feel this way every time that I go to a home office event, whether that's Glam or Hoopla or a boot camp training or any of the various events that we have throughout the year, that it just is a reminder that we are in such good hands with our home office team. They're just laser focused on making this business the best opportunity out there, helping us earn more, just stay really modern and create value for our customers. So it's just nice to know and have confidence that they've got our back. So that was just another refresher reminder. Jessica said multiple times that she's 100% sure we are a multi-billion-dollar global fashion brand in the making, and this is our 10-year anniversary. So at only 10 years old, all of us who are stylists right now are really at the forefront of everything. So it's crazy to think that, a decade's gone by, but in the lifetime of a wonderful, global brand in the making, that's just such a tiny little blip on the radar. And we're all here making it all happen, making it possible. Hey, Avril, I just saw that you popped on.
Hey.
So if you want to just mute yourself, we're just chatting through a couple of takeaways and then we'll open up. So there's so many exciting new developments that I can't share, but I'm so excited about them. And I just want to share, like, be excited about what's to come in terms of technology and product and just other things that are in the works that we're getting as tools to make our business better and easier. They're like every single thing that they talked about, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So just be excited. I'm also really excited, and Avril hopped on in like perfect timing, that she is featured in a huge campaign that's launching this week as part of International Women's Day. I don't have any pictures of it because we were like forbidden from taking pictures. It's like under press embargo until it's all like officially released through the press. But I was like whooping for Avril when they were talking about you. So it's really, really cool. So exciting. I got to see the whole like video that they made, and it's awesome. It's really focused on pushing the conversation forward about what it means to be an entrepreneur, what it means to be a woman, what career life and motherhood can look like in today's modern world. And I think that's just another really cool element of Stella and Dot, is that we're really working to make an impact and push that conversation forward and use this as a platform for creating social impact. And also just they touched on just looking at this business from a lens and really being a leader at the forefront of like diversity and inclusion and all of those really important things. So that is really, really exciting too, and just like so super exciting and cool that Avril is such a big part of that. So we're like really, really proud of her. And then the other big piece that was super interesting to hear about was about apparel. And so most of you know that when we launched into tops back in August, that all of this time since then has been a test for tops and apparel, and just seeing how it goes, learning from all of this, and how is this going to fit in with the business. And I just got like the general sense from Danielle and Jessica and Kathleen that it's blown their expectations out of the water. Like they seemed surprised with how well it's doing. So I really was walking away from it with the sense that like that apparel is just going to be huge for us. And I honestly wasn't 100% on board when they first announced that we were going into tops. I was excited about the styles. I thought they were really cute, but I was personally on just a little bit skeptical of like, what's this going to look like and how's this going to change our business and our business model and trunk shows and all of that. But after hearing all of this, I am like 110% on board. So tops they've already become 12% of our business since we launched the top test. That's despite, limited styles, limited sizing, all of that. So that is like a huge amount. It's crazy. Our inventory planning team is really learning from, the demand of what we've been selling out of and all of that. And they really were transparent and touched on that and shared we know it's been, a little bit of a mess with sizes selling out so quickly and this and that, but our inventory planning team had no historical data to go off of. So they're just guessing what types of styles are going to be popular and what sizes and all of this. So now that they're working through this test, they're able to learn and then use that data to help them plan for future. So just have confidence to know it's only going to get better. And that's really going to help alleviate any of the heartburn that there's been with certain things like sizes selling out and all of that. And then our design team's really upping their game too. So the product that I saw that's coming out in April is, way cuter than the first tops that came out. And I, of course, will only imagine that it's going to get better and better. It's also just really expanding our market opportunity because the average woman spends 11 times more on apparel every year than on accessories. So that's huge. That's expanding our customer base so much. And our average annual customer spend will be expanding too. Also, orders that include tops already are much larger in size and tend to include multiple tops or tops and accessories. So of course, I'm sure that we've all sold an order with one top in it, but just on average, majority of orders that include tops, they're either ordering multiple tops or tops and jewelry as together. And at this point, we're already to the point where several of our top 10 SKUs, so the top 10 items are tops, which that really surprised me. So I am just really excited about that and just seeing that part of our business grow. And now that they have more information about it, it is really going to be promoted to include that as part of your trunk show. And I personally don't really talk about tops much at all at my trunk shows. I've been wearing one and bringing one, but I'm not highlighting that much because I was just like I said, I was I don't know about this whole tops thing. But now knowing that it's such a big impact and driver to our business, I'm just excited about what that's going to do for our trunk shows and how much it's going to grow our sales. And then finally, but of course not the least, just overall takeaway from the trip was that our community is just the best. The resort was incredible. The food was fantastic. The events that they put on throughout the weekend are just top notch. But it's really those friendships and the memories that are made with the other stylists on our team and across the entire company that make it so incredible and so amazing. So what am I doing now that I'm back? Also, side note, if you're wondering, kind of what's going on with Glam, is there going to be a next one? Yes, there is absolutely going to be a next Glam. All of that is still in the works. So my biggest thing that I kept thinking all weekend is that I want our whole team to be there. So get ready and stay tuned for when that earning opportunity comes about. But in the meantime, we have this amazing Nashville headliner incentive where we can earn all the perks for Hoopla and also that chic retreat, which we don't have a ton of details on yet. But of course, if it's anything like all of the other events that home office puts on, it's going to be amazing. And it's definitely something that we all want to be at. So this new incentive, it's for absolutely everyone. So if you've kind of counted yourself out of it, Don't do that. There's still 4 whole months to earn it. And seriously, somebody could be a brand new stylist that joins today and they could totally earn this. So it gives us the opportunity to go to Hoopla for free, plus earn the Chic Retreat, plus a $2,000 indulgence pack at that gold level. And again, that's another thing that we don't have a ton of details on, but it's just going to be this, like, they're calling it the indulgence pack, where it's lifestyle and wellness and other products and items that Jessica and Blythe are like curating for us. And it's going to be at least a $2,000 value. They said maybe more. And it sounds like we're going to start seeing like some teasers as it gets closer and closer to Hoopla of some things that might be in that. So my thought and my advice to absolutely everybody is, why not go for the gold, right? Like, there's no sense of selling yourself short. So what you need to earn that is $10,000 in sales from now through June 30th. So that's basically $2,500 a month, super doable. And sponsor and quick start qualify 10. So either 2 or 3 stylists over each month for the next 4 months. So the other great thing with what's going on with Nashville Headliner is that it's playing right into the March Madness incentive that we have for the month of March, which is purely sales-based. And this is going to allow you to earn free product that you definitely want to have for the April collection. So I got to see everything that's coming out, not just the March style drop, but everything that's coming out in April. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I want like every single thing. So that product credit is really going to come in handy. You definitely want to have it. So the way that is, and of course you can always look up all the details of any of this and the Nashville Headliner incentive in the lounge under training and more, SD rewards, all the details are there. But for March, if you sell 1,000, which Jess, you have already earned this already, which is exciting, you get $100 in free product. If you get to 2,500, which is, of course, keeping you on pace to earn Nashville Headliner, $2,500 is going to get you access to 2,500 is going to get you $250 in free product, $2,500 in sales, $250 in free product. And if you really want to go big, which is totally the no-brainer, go for Stellar Seller this month, which is $5,000 in sales. That's going to get you $350 in free product. If you want to know the breakdown of that, it's the $250 for March Madness and then an extra $100 that you actually can get any month of the year if you hit Stellar Seller. You can always get that. So it's going to be $350 total. Plus, you're going to get the discount on the Insta Chic Boutique, which is coming out in April. That does not include that rolling rack in the picture. It's just the actual clothes, and it's $1,000 worth of clothes that Blythe has pre-selected as like, these are the best ones to have on display at your trunk shows. And you get that $1,000 worth of clothing for $399 that you have the option to buy into. You don't have to do it, but personally for myself, I absolutely want to because of knowing all of those great facts on how well tops are doing and how important this new apparel aspect can be to help grow our businesses. So what am I doing? I have my goal to book definitely at least 5 trunk shows for March. There's 5 months in March, so it's totally doable. And sponsor 5. I want to just go big because I personally didn't sponsor anybody in February. And if I'm going to get my 10, I want to just like front load it now and knock that out. So those are going to be people that I follow up with who maybe had been interested in January who didn't join, or people that I meet at those style sessions that I'm having this month. So we can definitely break for questions, and then we're going to talk a little bit about like actions to take to get to that plan. So if you guys want to unmute, if anyone has any questions either about Glam or any of the incentives that are going on right now, we can go over any of that now. Any questions?
What are the, if you remember, what are the like top couple, top styles?
They actually didn't show us the like top 10 SKUs thing. They just said that that there are tops in the top of it.
Gotcha.
I thought about that afterwards. I was like, I wonder what the top SKUs are right now. But I don't know.
So I have just one quick question.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm not showing my face. I'm a hot mess. But I wanted to find out. So I've accepted that we're not getting the rolling rack. Does anyone know where that rack is from? I just saw the video you posted, Jessica. Thank you.
Yeah,
I think she mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I talked to Megan about it, I had you. I had you on.
Thank you.
I said my NYC girls need something that they can take on the subway. What's up with that? And Megan said, first of all, no, you're not getting this rolling rack with the like incentive. And she said, you also don't want this rolling rack because it's a piece. Like it was literally, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, it was literally like sideways. It's from IKEA, and she said it's just like not very good quality. So we don't want that one. But I said, is there something in the works that there's going to be like something branded that we can all like, that we know is going to be good and work well? And she said, stay tuned on that.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's all I got. But
so I'm back to the drawing board because I did, just like you, I kind of waited to see how the tops were going to go, and I really kind of dived in, I would say around the holiday time with that incentive where we got the rent for free.
Yeah.
And I think it would just be huge for us, especially in New York. It's just the logistics of how do we get this thing in, keeping it light and tight. So
you could do the metal bag stand, and you could granted it wouldn't be as beautifully displayed.
Yeah.
But like you could have it kind of off the side of a table at a pop-up, and like hang multiple ones on there. So at least they're hanging and they're not folded up on the table. But I'll do some digging.
Wait, yeah. Here, I'm on Amazon. For New York, especially because apartment sizes are small, what if you just got an over-the-door hanger or like something cute like that? Everyone has a door.
No, but like,
do you see that, guys?
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So for pop-ups, that doesn't work, but for style sessions in someone's home.
Because I had a style session over the weekend, and it was the first time that I wore one and I brought four, and I thought, okay, I'm definitely overthinking it. So what I did was I just literally folded it up. It fit in the top part of the cart, and once I got there, I asked her for some hangers, and I just kind of put it off of like tables and chairs and such in the main room, and so I could make it work. But as Jessica said, it would just look, if we could find one, and I guess it's a matter of one of us finding it first. If we could find one that was portable,
I almost instead of even doing a rolling rack, there has to be just a really tall T-bar. You know what I mean? Like something that it stands alone. It breaks down into like 3 small pieces, and as long as it's just a T, you could hang a bunch of it. There has to be something.
I'm sure there's got to be something. Like it would be cool if there was something that could like almost pack up into like a backpack kind of thing that you could like put over your body.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the T-rack. I'm gonna search that because I just want to get it part of my display. Even the one Jessica just did, I looked at it, and I'm about to go edit my display for a booking on Thursday. Because there's such great tips. I think I just want to get it like be part of my repertoire sort of thing. But I like the bar idea. I'll search for that. Thank you.
I think it looks really nice. I think having something to display them looks nice, but I don't think you necessarily need it. You know what I mean?
Right.
The fact that they're there, that you can touch them, even if they're, folded on your table. I don't really think that's going to matter at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So have them bring them.
Okay, cool.
Right. And like you can also I had seen some stylists before do like printouts of the PDFs of the tops and like put them in a little album or something, or have that out. I mean, I really wasn't doing anything like that to highlight tops at all. I was mentioning that we had them, but I, wasn't a big focus on it. So yeah, it's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to continue to like fine tune and adjust and learn how to do it the best way. But I do think it's exciting to like be on the forefront of all of it. So it's good stuff.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
You don't suggest, you don't carry tops in different sizes, right? You just use your own,
Correct.
The ones that you wear. Okay.
Yeah, and that's still definitely the vision for it, that it's, women are so used to shopping online these days that it's like, this is basically just like a better version of shopping online. Like you can see it in person, you can see an example of what it is, whether it's your size or not, and then you can order it. And if it doesn't work out, no big deal, free returns.
Okay.
So yeah, and then just on that note too, like not necessarily anybody who's specifically on here right now, but I've just, in different conversations that I've had with people on our team, I know that there's like a little bit of stress around the style drops. And so I figured this is a good time as any to just kind of address that and mention, don't let the tops, don't let the style drops or any of those things distract you from what's like really important, which is booking trunk shows, right? Like if you don't actually book them, then you're not even getting the product in front of people. So if you're getting all caught up on, oh my gosh, the March style drop, but like blah, but like the February one just came out and I don't even have anything from that one. I'll just share with you that, when I do my trunk shows, the best sellers are like the hammered wire hoops, the Carrie Laring necklace. People are still going gaga over like the Sutton, 5 years later or whenever that came out. Just keep in mind that when you're doing a trunk show, the majority of the women who are there have never seen the line before. So the purpose of the style drops is really just to keep it fresh for like really your VIPers, the people that are already your existing customers that you're keeping in touch with digitally, whether that's through a VIP group or that you're reaching out to them personally to share with them a style that you think that they'll love. But for example, for March, all of the pieces that are released this month, they're not even in the lookbook yet, right? They're going to be in the lookbook that's coming out for April. So if you don't even have a single one of them, no one at your trunk show is going to know because, maybe there's going to be that one girl that looked on the website and saw that pair of earrings, but anyone who comes there, whether it's on your display or in the book, they're not even going to see it. So don't let things like that distract you or prevent you from taking action in your business. Just remember that before that we had monthly style drops, we already had product coming out 8 months of the year anyways. This is really only 4 times more. So it's not even really a big change. And it's really just to keep things fresh and so that we always have something new to reach out to our existing customers. So same thing with the tops too. If that's, not going to work out for your business, if that's not something that you want to invest in, bring one top that you already have. That works. That totally works too. Print out the PDF. Don't let it stop you from taking the action and providing great customer service, because that's what's really important and that's what's going to set you apart from, other businesses out there.
Totally. And 2 add-ons to that. One, even if you just wear the top, even if you don't bring any tops with you, that will make you remember to talk about it. Because it's something that as long as you talk about it and you're even mentioning it in your group hello or in general to the customers that you're talking to, if they're interested, like they're looking for new tops or something, they're going to find it. They'll ask you questions. They'll do whatever. So like I personally they came out like when I was pregnant and I'm still trying to kind of get them into my display. So I only talk about them at my trunk shows and I've still sold them. So don't stress out about that part. And back to what Charlotte was saying about the style drops, I think about too how often I shop at Zara. Zara gets new product all the time. like the reason that all this stuff is dropping, it's for people that are bored at work shopping on our website. You know what I mean? Like Charlotte said, no one's going to know if you don't have those things. So it's totally fine. If you want them to wear, or you're coming up on vacation and you think that tote bag would look really great in the Caribbean, of course buy it. But personally, I'm probably not going to sample that stuff until a little bit later just because of timing. I mean, it's going to snow on Thursday for us, you know what I mean? So be smart about it.
Totally. Such a good point. All right, are there any other questions about like the incentives, the collection, anything from Glam? I'm surprised no one's trying to pry me for information that I can't share.
I something happened to my phone and I didn't hear your whole thing about any Glam coming up or anything like that.
So there is going to be a Glam coming up, but right now the main focus is on the Nashville headliner.
Oh, okay.
So I think I want them to, I hope that they start kind of like giving us like, you know, teasers of what that chic retreat's going to be, because I feel like right now we kind of just like don't know what we don't know. And I feel like when we see stuff about it, we're going to be like, oh my goodness, yes, I absolutely want that. Why didn't I sponsor like 20 people in February? So glad that you asked that, because I think kind of getting back to like the action of this call for today is looking at that trunk show calendar and saying like, okay, even if you have 0 shows right now, how can you go out and book 5 for March? So if you already have some shows, good, you're sitting pretty. You can start, you know, filling in as many more as you want for March, start booking April, start booking May. But if you really are kind of at ground one for March, what you want to do is go out and make that list of 50 people. And anytime that I get to a point in my business where either I feel like I can't book a trunk show to save my life, or I just kind of need to like revamp, I always ask myself, like, what would I do if I was a brand new stylist? And what I would do is, 1, book my own launch show, and which we are always allowed to do 4 times a year, is book our own show, book my own launch show, invite everybody that I know, and then start offering everybody their own show too. So going for that list, if you have had 0 shows, one of the 5 can be your own. That's like the biggest no-brainer ever, and you could literally do it, you know, this week or next. You know, the sooner that you do it, the more that you can front load your month, that you can start to let things snowball and build that momentum. Because you could have your own show like this Sunday, invite people to tonight or tomorrow, and then they're going to get in front of the product, they're going to see it, and they could book their show before the end of the month. But you don't want to just wait for them to come to your show and see it, right? So you're going to start reaching out to all the people that you know, past customers, past hostesses, anybody that you met over the past couple of months that you've never talked to about Sell It and Dot before, and make that list of 50, and then just get cracking. Reach out to people with the words to say from the buzz today, from any of our team pages, different words to say that you might see, and then follow up like a pro, right? We know that you're going to have to reach out and follow up with people multiple times before you sometimes even hear back from them, and so that you can seal the deal on that date. So action for right now, so we can go into like blitz mode. Starting off on thinking about getting your wheels turning to 50 people, just start off with 10 people right now. Who are those 10 people that, if you're kind of thinking, these are the most like influential gals in my town, and just jot their names down. And that's going to be the people that will hop off of this in just a minute, and then you can go and start reaching out to them to warm them up so that you have time to follow up with them in the next 48 hours. And that's kind of it. It's just all about that taking action and being excited. I think one big aha for me over the past couple of weeks is just like resetting my mindset on believing that people want to book. If you are going into it thinking like, oh, I guess I'm going to do my reach outs, but nobody wants to do a trunk show, then like, do you think that people are really going to be, you know, want to book with you? Like, you're just going into it with this defeated spirit. So get into your mindset, like, why wouldn't someone want to book with you? Like, you're fun, the collection's adorable, trunk shows are really fun, it's great to get together with girlfriends, spring is right around the corner, people are ready to refresh their wardrobes, and go into those offerings where you're truly believing that you're offering something of value, and then you're excited about it. And that enthusiasm is really going to carry forward and help you seal the deal. Does anyone have any specific questions about reaching out to book? We just have a couple of minutes left before we're going to get kicked off of the Zoom. But then after we hop off, go out and reach out to those people, and then we can kind of keep track on our team page with how the results are going.
I have a question. I texted and emailed somebody who was interested in doing a show that I met at the doctor's office. And so she said that, you know, thanks for sending me the info. She was going to get together with a group of her friends from her neighborhood next Friday, and she'll see if there's any interest. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what's a follow-up to that? You know, for her to kind of, like, definitely book something instead of waiting for her friends.
These are the things that always stump me, and I text Charlotte, but the teacher in me knows the response. So you respond. Well, usually people are more receptive when you have a couple dates to offer them. So let's actually pencil something in and let them know. And if they can't make that date, then we can adjust it.
I kind of did that. Like I kind of said, if you book something by, I forget the date, March something, then you know, you get to pick a piece from my sample tray, you know. But she just said, because I want to try to book front load the month, so I'm trying to get her to book like 2.5 weeks, in like 2.5 weeks. But she said, you know, she was getting together. I guess I know she said that they have like a, you know, like a neighborhood thing every month. So she was going to get together next Friday and see if there's any interest. It looked good, but I guess she wanted to get together with. So I'm like thinking, should I give her stuff to bring or wear for next Friday? So when she gets together with her friends, you know,
great idea.
That could be like a great a conversation starter or something, you know.
Don't forget that you can change the date too. So like Jess said, have her do 2 dates or 3 dates or whatever and put it in just so she has a link and people can start shopping. You should definitely give her stuff to her on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. If you feel comfortable with her doing that.
So you think I should do a link already?
Yeah. I feel like that's what I've done in the past when people are so like iffy about choosing a date.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a date on the calendar so I can have a link and people can start shopping. And then that woman is going to be more influenced to actually pick a date and not end up blowing you off because she's already got 2 or 3 orders in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you already get her moving and invested in the show,
right,
it might be a pain in the ass to get her to choose a date at the end of the day, but at least she definitely will.
The other thing that you can say too, and you kind of probably missed the window for this for now because she's already sort of decided that she's going to talk to her friends about it and that moment has passed. But the other thing you can do is really kind of using that feel, felt, found. Like, hey, I totally get it. Like, nobody wants to hold an event that none of their friends can come to. But you know what? Here's what I found. No matter when we do it, some people are going to be able to make it and some people aren't. So let's just pick a date that works for you. And then we'll just invite a whole bunch of people. And like probably about like 25% will actually be able to make it. And the people who can't come can just shop online. So I have this date and this date open. What do you think? And just getting her in on that date. And then if it turns out that like she talks to her friends and like literally like Susie's birthday party is the same day, like then you can totally move the date. But again, just getting her to like commit into a date as fast as possible is helpful.
Yeah.
But just kind of letting her know like it's literally going to be impossible to pick a date that all of her friends can come.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Those are all good ideas. I'm glad this is recorded so that I can go back to this.
All right, we are going to get kicked off in less than a minute. Any like last burning questions? All right, everybody's going to go and reach out to 10 people right now, right?
I'm reaching out to 50.
All right. So then start working on that list of 50. Start with 10 right now. Just get those reach outs done, take action, and then post on our team page, not the event page. Post right in our team page under the image about the event. I'll put a little comment there when you've done it.
Okay.
So we can kind of inspire everybody else and anyone who's listening to the recording, whenever you go ahead and do it, whether that's tomorrow or the next day, comment right along with us.
Okay, cool.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much to everybody who took the time to hop on, and anyone who watched the recording and are finishing it up now. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do that too. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.